come with us to the Coal House Exchange Hotel in Cardiff. As you can see now, we're passing through the lovely Cardiff Bay, and we're really lucky with the weather we got when we went up. We've never stayed in this hotel before, so we're really looking forward to it. On the next clip coming up, you will see the Welsh Senate. This is part of Welsh Parliament for anyone who is interested in their politics. Again, here is more of Cardiff Bay. There's a lovely Ferris wheel down the front. Now we'll get onto the hotel and I will pass over to Emma to tell you a bit about it.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Coal House Exchange Hotel in Cardiff. This absolutely fabulous building is Grade 2 listed and was built in 1886. It was a derelict for many years and refurbished then into this amazing 3-star hotel. So just a little bit on the outside with regards to like parking. There are a few parking spaces right at the front of the building, but unfortunately it's only a short stay parking up to 5 hours. There is a multi-storey car park which is about a 5-minute walk, but obviously for those who need disabled access or anything, there is a drop-off point, as you can see outside here of the hotel, where you can be dropped off and then someone else could go and park the car for you. And there is also a disabled ramp there if needs be, or people were using them for their case.
So we arrived at the hotel excited, ready to check in. Unfortunately, we did have a bit of a wait as there was an event on, and for some reason there was only one person on the desk. However, they were friendly and welcoming. As you can see here from Emma's filming while she made me wait to get the key, it's very vintage feel, keeping with the history of the building. As you can see here, there's a 5-star food hygiene rating, and while the pictures of the reception play, I just want to say adjacent to the reception, there's a big hall where weddings take place and other events. As the eager-eye viewers will have noticed, we've been adding history notes throughout this video, and these will carry on to appear, so please enjoy this, because if anyone loves their history like me and finds this fascinating, I'm sure they'll be interested in this. Here's some more pictures just coming up of the lovely main reception. It is a really lovely room in all fairness.
So just off the reception area was a smaller bar and sort of lounge area, ideal for people who just wanted to stay away from the function area, or even people who were in the function and wanted to come out to have a little peace and quiet. Just through this room here, on the right hand side, there's a door which leads out onto the rest of the rooms, and there's also a lift there to access the rooms for those who didn't want to use the stairs.
So we're going to head through now into the main function room. As you can see, it's lovely and set up for the function that was happening there. So this is believed to be the room the first £1 million deal ever took place in. It was believed up to 200 men at once would be trading on this floor, and 10,000 passed through daily. And as you can see now, the lovely Welsh mural on the ceiling, what a beautiful piece of work. Sadly, the coal exchange closed in 1958, and then it was used for meetings and concerts, and the hotel opened in 2017 after being derelict for many years. We found the video on this and we will link it to our description. During the restoration, they decided to keep this original clock, which I believe is a brilliant bit of character to the building, that they wanted to keep some of it and add some new, so they didn't just destroy the character. As we go around the room now, you will see the awesome paintings and the work around the room. It's just fair play to from going to derelict to this 3-star hotel, and if you watch their video, you can see the hard work these guys put in. As the photos play, I just want to mention on the clock it says Tempus Fugit, which means in Latin, time flies. It is a lovely setup here, and I think for a big wedding this would be a lovely venue. However, I will warn you, the events can be very loud, and we'll speak more about that later. Back to Emma.
Okay, so now we're heading off to the restaurant, which was called Aura. So we had our breakfast there, which was £15 per person if you prepaid, and £17 if you paid on arrival. So just going quick to note, just going through the halls, all this amazing woodwork. Most of it was originally the original woodwork, so they did want to keep some of the originality there. With regards to breakfast, we were a little bit let down. For example, the teas and coffees were in a flask. There was no options or variety. There was limited vegetarian options, and also the eggs. The only options that were there were scrambled, and usually you have the options of fried eggs as well. in general, though, the actual feel of the restaurant was very nice, very light and airy. There was lots of plants, and the service was very good, though. They were very quick there and very eager to help. So the breakfast was actually a help yourself buffet style breakfast, and this is also the restaurant which you had your evening meals in.
So let's go and tell you a bit about our room we stayed in then.
So here we go into room 154, a king room with a jacuzzi bath. So look at this. The decor was absolutely beautiful. It's very quirky, very elegant and very stylish, very in keeping with the hotel itself. The window was magnificent, a very big, large window, and the bed. Look at this bed, guys. The headboard to die for. As we spin round, we can see a massive wardrobe, very quirky wardrobe. Now, inside that wardrobe, you had your safe, ironing board and iron. And as you can see, we had the tea and coffee facilities there with a fantastic dressing table ready for me to do my makeup. So going through again, just wanted to show you, we were right at the front of the building where we filmed coming in earlier. You can see there the entrance and the few car parking spaces opposite, which were the pay and display for up to 5 hours, as mentioned previously. So just mention a bit about the bed itself. The bed was very comfy. Unfortunately, the pillows were a bit off. The ceiling, we had a huge shock there. As you can see, there's a load of writing on the ceiling. This was about the history of Tiger Bay, and that was magnificent. Something different and something very quirky. And imagine, I think they did have them in most of the rooms, I believe. Now going into the bathroom, beautiful furniture and everything, very clean and tidy. And wait till you see this. Oh, there it is, the massive 2-person jacuzzi bath. That was amazing. And what I didn't show in the actual video was the just above the bath was a actual rainfall shower, so that was another added bonus as well there. We found the room very warm, but we were lucky enough to have a fan brought up from reception area. Unfortunately, there were a few little negatives there. There was a little bit of wear and tear. A little bit of the wallpaper was coming off, and around the bath a bit of the sealant was coming off as well. The pillows were a little bit scruffy inside on inspection. They weren't very plump. The TV, in our opinion, it wasn't a smart TV, and in our opinion it was a bit small for the actual size of the room. One massive negative was the noise that was coming from the function room, and we weren't even pre-warned about this from the reception.
So we come to our conclusion now. Whilst it was a very beautiful hotel, unfortunately it didn't meet our expectations. As mentioned, a few things could have been better with breakfast and the parking situation, etc. But the biggest thing for us was the noise from the party downstairs. If we knew this, we would have booked another day. So would we come back to this hotel? Well, the answer isn't a straightforward yes or no. We both agreed the only way we would come back to this hotel again is if we were attending an event there. For events, I would say this is a very good hotel, but if you want a quiet night, probably not the best when the events are on. So thank you very much for watching our video. If you have enjoyed the video on the Coalhouse Exchange Hotel,
please like, subscribe and hit that notification button so you can see more of our future videos.
Thank you, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye!